Salesforce.com comes with many out-of-the-box features that will allow you to track information based on almost any criteria that you set. For example, here on my dashboard I can track my sales, my leads by lead status, or cases by rep. But sometimes you might want to have a little bit more specific information about perhaps an account. And maybe you'd like to use some other charts other than what comes right out of the box with Salesforce. Now you can create your own dashboards through the drag and drop interface, or you can rely on things like the Google charts to bring in that information and track specific details about an account. Now, if you're not a programmer and you don't want to create all of this right from scratch, you can go to the App Exchange and download something called Analyze Your Accounts with Google Charts. I'm going to go ahead and get this now and install this directly into my production Salesforce instance. As an administrator, I'll put in my username and password, and I can view exactly what I'm going to be installing into my Salesforce instance. And it'll show me all of the details about exactly what's being created. I can see all the fields that are being created as part of this package. And I'm going to be able to track all of those custom fields, which of course I can change if I so choose. You can modify these Google Charts to reflect any kind of information that you'd like. So now that I'm ready to install this, I can determine who will have access, and I'm going to grant access to all of my users so that everybody can see this. Once the package has been installed, I will be notified, and I can then go into my production instance of Salesforce to view this particular package. Now the install is complete. All that's left is to go into my account and edit my layout so that I can see all of these new fields that I've created. So I'll go into one of my accounts here, and I'll go into Edit Layout, and I'll be able to see the new fields that have been created over here. My sales breakdown, sales history, sales target, etc. What I'm going to do is create two new sections on my account. I'm going to call the first section my sales info and make that 2 columns. And I will create a second section here, and we'll call this one my sales charts. I'm going to make that a 2 column as well. So now I just simply take my fields that I want to drag in, and I'm going to take my charts first, so the sales versus target. I'm going to take my sales breakdown and my sales history and put those into my charts area, and maybe move one over here. And then I'm going to take the rest of my information here and drag it into the sales info. Now that's complete. I've completely set up my new Google Charts. So now I'll be able to see that integration happening live. You'll notice that it's already updated the information that I had. When I look at my opportunities, I can see that I've got 2 closed and 1 opportunities here. Those are reflected down in my new area, so I can see the sales information. I can now start to track my sales versus target. I can see the sales history, and all of these Google Charts are very simple to set up. And when you look at the App Exchange app, it'll have the configuration, so you can change any one of these fields, change what you're reporting on. The idea being, it's very easy to use the App Exchange to use some of these web components like the Google Charts to further your use of Salesforce.com. If you're not satisfied with the layout or how it looks, you can simply go into your setup area, go into your installed packages, and you can very easily uninstall this application. Just another example of how easy it is to customize within Salesforce and to use some of those web technologies that are becoming more readily available.